And this guy walks up to my friend and tries to talk to her. And she's ignoring him because this dude got makeup all over his face. All right, hello. Thank you for joining the live. Thank you for being here. So I wanted to talk about the power of becoming an observer in your life and how to not react to other people and not let people control your emotions. Because when we react, that's what we're doing. We're allowing people to control our emotions, and it affects us in so many ways that we don't even think about. It affects your vagus nervous system. It affects how you operate in life. And obviously, if you're being triggered by other people's trauma or other people's emotions, then that means that your vagus nervous system is not regulated. It's not where it should be. So I came up with this idea for this live because the other night I was out with my friends. We're pretty much done for the night. We've been partying all night. And now we're heading back home. So we're waiting for an Uber. And this guy walks up to my friend and tries to talk to her. And she's ignoring him because this dude got makeup all over his face, his nose, his mouth, his beard, and while he's trying to talk to her. So she's ignoring him. And my other friend comes over and she's like, she's ignoring you because she's not interested. Why don't you get going? So he loses his mind. He snaps. He starts yelling at my friend, and he's cursing at her. This man really had no kind of control of his emotions. So she's on Aries, and maybe that doesn't mean anything, but I know Aries, and I know that, Aries people can be very emotional. So she starts going crazy on this guy. She's snapping, and there was no stopping her. I mean, this went on for about 15 minutes of her yelling back and forth with this guy. And it's 4 of us girls, and I'm holding her back. So at one point I'm like, okay, maybe she's acting this tough because I'm holding her back. So I let her go. I let her go because I'm like, let me see if she's still this gangster if I let her go. I love my friend. This is not to badmouth her, but just to give an example of, reacting versus observing, because she's reacting to his comments. She's reacting to whatever he's saying to her. And I'm observing the whole situation, and I'm trying to calm her down because I don't know this guy. So I'm like, hey, you need to calm down. Obviously, this guy doesn't have any emotional control. So, one of you have to stop. This argument was going on for 15 minutes, like I said, and it was quite embarrassing because I'm not used to that. I'm not used to being out with girls who are just popping off and wanting to fight a guy. Now, if he had put hands on her, because at one point she got to the point where she's like, hit me then. And I'm like, if he hits you, we all got to jump in. Why would you say that? So later on, when I spoke to her and she was apologizing, I'm sorry I put you guys in this situation. I just wanted to protect my friend. That brought to my attention the difference between someone who's observing and someone who's reacting. So after the whole situation, and I had a conversation with her, and I was asking her, what was he triggering in you that made you act the way you were acting? Because if the things he was saying didn't really bother you, you would not have acted the way you did. It wouldn't have bothered you at all. So that's when she was like, some of the things he was saying, she's Dominican. And she's super light, so she can pretty much pass for Spanish or white. And he started coming at her and saying, you're not black, you just want to pretend to be black and blah, blah, blah. And that really triggered her because her whole life she felt like she wasn't accepted for being Dominican. She wasn't accepted for being black. She wasn't accepted for being Spanish because she always looked like a white girl. So these things really triggered her and caused her to react the way she did. People used to say, I match energy. Who's doing that? Why would I work on myself as much as I have to now lower my energy, lower my frequency to match your energy because you don't know how to control your emotions? I do not match energy. You match my energy. You match my energy. Meet me up here because I'm not coming down for you. That doesn't make any sense to me to match someone's energy just to prove a point, just to show that I'm tough. Because now what I've done is I put myself in fight, flight, or freeze, which means my vagus nervous system is not regulated. And that is only gonna affect me because when you get upset, when you raise your blood pressure, it doesn't just go down right away. It takes hours to get back to normal. We have the same vagus nervous system as animals. Animals can, let's say an animal is being chased by a predator. They can get back to their peaceful state instantly. As soon as the chase is done, they're back to their peaceful state. But for us, when we're triggered by someone, we get into an argument with them, Then we argue with ourselves later because now you're mad that you didn't say everything you wanted to say. Now you got all the comebacks. They're all coming to you, and you wish you had said this. You wish you had done that. And then you carry those things with you for years and years and years. So we really never get to that place of peace from those situations. So you have to learn how to control your emotions and be an observer and step back and look at the situation, because someone who's truly healed is not going to come attack you. But at the same time, there are things that's going to be triggered. So you have to be able to hold yourself accountable and say, okay, what is being triggered here? I understand that this person is saying things that's upsetting me, that is making me feel a certain way, but it's because of something that is within me. Even if it's not conscious, it's subconscious. So basically the conscious mind, imagine like a pyramid, right? The conscious mind is the top of the pyramid. And then the whole structure that's at the bottom, I don't know if you guys have seen the discoveries of the pyramids, but the structure that's at the bottom, right? Imagine that as being your subconscious mind. So when you react, you're reacting based off of your subconscious mind, not your conscious awareness. But the things that you're not even sure, you don't even know that they're there, that's what you're reacting to. Matching energy will hurt you more than it hurts the person that you're reacting to. And if you're in, let's say, a situation, because I was recently in a situation with a narcissist, and that's when I realized the power of me being able to being an observer in my life, because there's so many things that this man did that could have gotten me to really react to the things that he was doing. It was definitely triggering things in me. But every single time I would go back and say, what was just triggered? Let me go back and see exactly what did he trigger in me? What is causing me to act this way? What is causing me to feel the ways that he's making me feel? Because I'm not going to give him the reaction he's looking for and give him that satisfaction, but I'm going to go back to myself and do the work and say, why did those things he said or did truly affect me the way it did? But I'm not going to react and let him see that, but I'm going to go back and do the shadow work. So becoming an observer means you have emotional intelligence. And emotional intelligence it's the ability to understand, to use, and to manage our emotions in positive ways. We always say that we want someone who's emotionally intelligent when we're checking boxes off of what kind of characteristics we want from a relationship. We always say, I want someone who's emotionally intelligent. What does that really mean? That means you are not taking anything personal. The things that I say, you're not going to take them personal. You're able to step back and say, right now we're having a disagreement. I don't agree with everything that this person is telling me, but at the same time, I'm going to look at his point of view or their point of view to see where they could possibly be coming from, because I want to understand your point of view. I don't want to just believe that I'm right just because I want to be right and I want to prove you wrong. But I want to actually see, what is this person saying that maybe they're right about? How are they seeing things? Are they just trying to be right and to just prove me wrong? Or are they actually feeling a certain way because of something? Is it a trauma that they're dealing with? So emotional intelligence is being able to step back and recognize both points of views and not just reacting and responding based on you just wanting to be correct. It might not seem that reacting can affect you in more ways, but let's say, for example, you want to be a content creator. A lot of times we might be hesitant to go live, or we might be hesitant to post or make content because we're scared of people judging us. Because we're scared in the comments, if someone recognizes an insecurity that you have and they point it out, now that's going to get you upset. Now you're going to be thinking about that comment and you're going to have to clap back, all of that. Are you able to just see the comment, delete and block, or just ignore it? Can you get to that point? Because reacting and not being able to control your emotions and not having a regulated vagus nervous system is what's going to keep you from actually achieving that, from being able to feel comfortable being seen. Because the reason we're not comfortable being seen is not because we're shy, it's because we're scared to be judged. We're scared that someone is going to recognize an insecurity and point it out for everyone else to see, and it makes you feel naked, right? But if you can get to that point where other people's opinions don't matter and you stop reacting to other people's opinions and other people's traumas, because people who are in the comments leaving negative comments and attacking you, those are not people who are healed. Those are not people who are emotionally intelligent. So why am I responding to someone who doesn't even know who they are? Because if someone was truly in their highest consciousness, in their highest state, they would not attack you. So I'm never going to respond to someone in the comment who's attacking me, because I'm going to recognize, oh, this person they don't know who they are. They don't know that they are God. They don't know, they're not at their highest consciousness. So what am I reacting to? Why would I react to that? It's basically giving someone your power. Reacting is giving someone your power. If you truly want to be in your power, especially if you're having a conversation or an argument with a narcissist, if you really want to win that argument, you don't react. You give them nothing. That they can't stand when you just don't reply. So you holding on to your power and not giving them anything, as much as you want to reply, don't do it. Hold your composure. Have your emotional intelligence and hold back from reacting, from responding to other people's traumas and negativity. But also, because triggers are not bad, it's basically someone mirroring you to show you something about yourself that you need to work on. Because the fact is, if someone says something and it upsets you, it triggers you, it's because you feel some kind of truth. So if you know that what they just said to you, there's nothing that's true about it. So let's say someone come and attack me in the comments and they're like, oh, you ugly and this and that. I'm laughing already because what? Goodbye. I'm very confident in who I am. And there's nothing someone is going to say to affect me unless I believe that thing to be true. So you react because a part of you, even if unconsciously, believes that what they're saying is true. If it wasn't, then you would not react to it. Right? I don't know. I thought about Beyonce, right? You never really see Beyonce clapping back. Not really. I've never heard Beyonce clapping back in comments about anybody. She minds her business and she just moves forward with whatever she got to do. You still have to do what you need to do for yourself because you can't please everyone. And I thought about Rihanna when I thought about this, because Rihanna used to get a lot of hate about her singing live. We love Rihanna, but live she doesn't sound the best, and she get attacked a lot for that. So now she stopped making music. What are people doing? They're always hassling her. Hey, when are you gonna start making music? Oh, I thought y'all didn't like when I sang live. I thought y'all didn't think I could sing. You can't please everyone. You still have to show up for you. Don't care about what people say, because at the end of the day, we're all just reflections of each other. We're just all just different versions of each other, and we're just all mirroring each other. So prioritize your peace more than anything. Prioritize your peace at all times. If someone is trying to get you to go from 0 to 100, just remember in that moment, I am the observer. What is happening here? What is this person trying to make me do? They're trying to control my energy. They're trying to control my emotions. And you just have to keep remembering that so you don't react to things. Stop reacting to people, especially strangers we don't even know. When my friend was reacting to that guy and going off like that and raising her blood pressure, we had such a fun night, and you let one person come and completely mess up the night for you. But I think that was something she needed to see, that she needed to work on. So in a way, I always look at the triggers as a good thing, because then that means you're showing me something within me that I still need to work on, I still need to heal. So I never really see it as a bad thing. Nevertheless, some people need to be cut off, because if you're gonna keep trying to trigger my emotions, then what do I need you in my life for? So you wanna stop reacting and become an observer of your life, work on your vagus nervous system, be mindful, be present when situations are happening, when you're recognizing that a situation is escalating. Remember to bring yourself back right away and choose to be an observer in that situation, so you don't let people control your energy, so you don't let people control your emotions. And especially if you got road rage, dang, you're just letting all them strangers walk away with your energy. I used to have really bad road rage, yo. I would race people on the highway. That's how bad. You cut me off? You cut me off? It's on. I'm gonna show you a lesson. Ooh, I like teaching lessons. But I stopped doing that because I started imagining that person driving away with my energy. Because now whatever destination I'm going with that energy, now I'm pissed off. Now you done shift my energy. When I'm in my car, I'm driving, I'm singing, I'm happy. If you wanna go really fast, you wanna cut me off, go ahead, I don't care anymore. I stopped reacting to that. I just say, oh, you must have somewhere you really need to get to. Let me slow down and let you go. So don't forget to be the observer every single time. Stop reacting to people's trauma. Stop reacting to people's emotions. Even if you feel triggered, even if what they're saying feels true to you, go back and do the work on yourself and figure out, what about me? What within me is this person triggering that I need to work on, instead of, oh, this person did this to me. Don't be a victim. Don't be a victim to other people. Don't be a victim to situations, because this is just a fucking game. It's just a game. We got to stop taking life so seriously. It's just a game. And that's something that I've been doing for the last year now. And it always shifts me right back into my peaceful state. This is just something that's happening that showed me something about myself, but there's no reason for me to fall into a depression or get attached to whatever's happening. It's just a game. If you're in a video game and the NPCs, the non-playing characters that are walking against the wall and you're just stuck on the wall, are you gonna let that character piss you off? Are you gonna, if that character walks, let's say, crosses your path and they're in your way, are you gonna let that piss you off? No, you're not. It's just a game. Stop taking things so seriously. I know it's easier said than done, but let's try to have as much fun and joy in life as possible. And because at the end of the day, once this is all said and done, you're gonna go back to home, because this is really just an illusion. And you're gonna realize, wow, I really spent so much time being upset, overreacting, taking things personal, when it was all just a game. So that's what I have for you guys today. If you guys wanna really learn how to be an observer of your reality and stop reacting and learn how to manage, how to heal your vagus nervous system, contact me for coaching. I'm available and I would love to work with you guys. All right, thank you. Have a good night.